What's up, everybody? It's your boy Wes Grant. You're watching Suburban Nerd, this channel where I give my nerd views on today's nerd news. And today on the nerd news, we've got, will Kevin Feige take over Lucasfilm? We've got Child's Play is back, the Goose is loose, Fast and Furious is adding another actor, and MoviePass is once again screwing over its customers. But first thing, we're going to start with the nerd news or rundown. So I'm going to start off with the first topic. And the first topic is, will Kevin Feige of take over Lucasfilm? Peter Scoretta of Slash Film got a chance to ask the question everybody has been wondering. Is Kevin Feige going to take over? Because Kathleen Kennedy, everyone's been talking about, they don't like the way the Star Wars movie franchise has been going. And they're kind of wondering if she's going to step down. Is maybe Disney or Lucasfilm going to kind of push her out? And they're thinking, hey, Kevin Feige, since he's done a great job with the Marvel Universe or the MCU, maybe he should take over. And this is at Ant-Man or Wasp Junction, he was asked, does he see the Star Wars in his future, or Star Wars universe kind of in his future? And he answered with, or he smiled and answered with, no, only in my backyard with my action figures. So basically he's saying that no, he doesn't want any part of that, which is understandable, because if you're on a winning team and you're winning and you're doing great and you have plans, why are you going to go over to a team where it's kind of struggling? Not struggling as far as financially, because financially Star Wars is the top. It's at the top. Well, other than a solo movie or solo or Star Wars story, every movie before that has made $1 billion. $1 billion for all three movies. Out of 4 movies, the first 3, $1 billion. So you can't say that, like it's hurting. But as far as the way fans see the franchise or sees the movies, it hasn't been great. It hasn't been great. So they're thinking, a lot of people, like, they kind of want something to change. And Kathleen Kennedy, she just hasn't been the front man. She isn't like Kevin Feige, where she stands up in front and tells how things are going to go. She doesn't show that confidence. And Kevin Feige shows the confidence. That's why they want her. Like, when there's all that controversy as far as the actresses and the people getting harassed online, she doesn't say anything. She doesn't stand up for them. The directors stand up for them. Kathleen Kennedy, you don't hear nothing about her. You don't hear nothing about where the plans to go as far as the Star Wars universe. And for the most part, most people don't think there is a plan. They're pretty much they're starting with the directors. They make plans, and then a lot of the directors, it doesn't work out. And that's a big issue, because if you're in charge, you should know what's going to happen when you're going for a director. It's like going for an employee. If you're going to get an employee, you talk, you tell what you expect, what's going to happen, and then you guys agree, okay, this is what's going to happen. You don't go like, okay, I think this is what we want, okay, we'll see how it works out, and then all of a sudden, later down the road, you let it go. No, that isn't how things should be worked, and that's what people don't like. But as far as that's my feelings with that topic. I'm going to kind of go real quick, so I'm going to go on to the next topic. If you guys have anything you want to add to it, just comment down below, and we'll talk back and forth. The next, we've got Child's Play is back. Maybe. But both Collider and THR report that MGM is developing a remake of the 1988 horror classic Child's Play. Lars Klevberg is the director of the movie, and the script is going to be written by Tyler Burton Smith. If you guys don't know that, the name, it wasn't that familiar to me until I saw on IMDb what he's actually done. And he's done Kung Fury. And if you guys have watched his channel at all, in the past couple months, not the recent couple months, in the past couple months, I've talked about this movie called Kung Fury. Kung Fury is like balls to the walls crazy. Like, it's so out there, it's like, I can't even say it's like a spoof. Because it's like if you drank a lot of liquor, took a lot of drugs, and then went on roller coasters, and then the tilt-a-whirl, and all of that. When your brain is at that level, is what it takes to comprehend, or really what your brain is watching the Kung Fury, because it is so out there. In fact, there's this moment where this guy is killing cops. And then he calls the police, the police station. The cop pulls up the phone. he holds a gun to the thing and pulls the trigger, and it kills one of the cops holding the phone. That's how crazy this thing is, where a cop goes back in time, and then there's dinosaurs, and it's just like, holy crap, I don't even know what's happening. But you guys should really check it out. It's a YouTube video, YouTube movie. Check out Kung Fury. But the director of Kung Fury, and also of the writer of Kung Fury, the script, and also the writer of the script of this game called Quantum Break, which was a pretty good game that came out, I believe it was last year, and it's not that bad. It's pretty good, where this guy controls time, space, he stops things, rewinds things, and it's sort of like Max Payne, but like to the nth level, like where he can actually reverse time and just plan out a lot of different things or see these different scenarios, and you could actually like it's crazy. You should really check it out. But yeah, the writer of the script of that, he's going to be doing this Child's Play, so hey, maybe it might work. I like the game, I like Kung Fury, so maybe this guy might have something. The plot details are under wraps by MGM, so that means there is really nothing that has been said. This hasn't even been confirmed by MGM whatsoever, but this is what they're saying. This is what Collider Video on YouTube, and also THR, which is a highly respectable news people. This is the information they're giving, so I'm trusting that. It's also a contemporary reboot with a batch of kids. Think Stranger Things, the way that they had the kids or whatever. I think that's what they're gonna go for. So it's not just gonna go for one kid like it was in the first original Child Play. It's gonna be a group of kids, and they're gonna be terrorized by this doll, sort of like it. So, and like, because Stranger Things, it was like, you know, a group of them where they work together to find things, but sort of they kind of got the same vibe with the It movie as far as Stranger Things. And it's gonna be a technologically advanced doll. So I'm thinking Johnny Number 5, like, well, where it's gonna be not just a doll, but it's actually gonna be like have electronics and stuff like that, which it could work or it could not. The old one, it worked because like it was silly because it was a doll, but this one you're touching base with things that everyone's kind of terrified of, and that's machines taking over and going crazy and trying to kill us. So if that is the way they're gonna go, we'll see how it works out. Next on our nerd news, we got Goose. The Goose is loose, and Miles Teller is going to be his kid. In the sequel of, you know, Hot Shots. I don't know how I feel about this. He'll be playing the son alongside Tom Cruise, or Tom the Man Cruise, which plays Maverick. And I'm not sure how I feel about this. The movie comes out July 12th, 2019, and he beat out two other actors, because it was him along in a running with two other actors, Glenn Powell and Nicholas Hoult. Nicholas Hoult, he's not American, so some people might have pushed him out, but then again, I tell you what, those British whatever, they play American accents great. Like, you would not believe they're not American the way they come out. So hey, he would have been great. Gwen Powell would have been great. Miles Teller, I don't know. Like, I'm not saying I don't like Miles Teller, but I'm not fond of Miles Teller when he's in movies. Like, when he was cast in Fantastic Four, I didn't like him. I didn't like him as Mr. Fantastic. I didn't like him stay with the independent movies, stay with those those niche movies, these mainstream movies. I don't see Miles Teller as a mainstream superstar. I don't see him as an A-list. I barely see him as a B-list. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what it is about this guy, but I do not see him as Goose's son. Goose's son, the way Goose's personality is, and then with Meg Ryan, and then the blonde hair, like, I don't see how this happens. Goose's son should have some fun to him, should be levity. Like, with Miles Teller, he's usually, like, sad and conflicted and all struggling. Like, that's the characters he plays, and I don't see him playing a great Goose's son. But if they're gonna do that, like, so be it. I would have preferred probably, like, a Glenn Powell. You know, like, I've seen the pictures, and these pictures look more like they would have been better suited to look like they're, Goose's sons. Miles Teller looks like he would have been a better Tom Cruise's son. You know what I'm saying? With the black hair and just the gruff, like, that would have been better for me. But we'll see how this movie comes out. I'm not jumping to conclusions. I'm not saying it's going to be a horrible movie. I'm not going to say he's going to be horrible as Goose's son. But I'm just saying, as of right now, when I look at it, I don't see it. And I'm pretty sure some of you guys don't see it as well. So just comment down below, let me know if you guys feel the way I feel about this. Next, we've got the Fast and Furious spinoff is adding another actor. Vanessa Kirby from The Crown. Most of you guys probably don't know The Crown. I don't know The Crown. I've never watched the episode. But, hey, it's a spinoff we've been talking about for months. It's going to be Hobbs and Shaw's film. And it's going to be directed by the Deadpool 2 director, David Leitch. Luke Hobbs and Deckard Shaw are the main characters going to be playing this. So, you know, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and, what's this guy's name? He's like my man, of course. I can't remember his right now. From the Transporter. I don't know. Why am I drawing a blank? But regardless, you guys know the guy I'm talking about. I liked them in the last Fast and Furious movie. They worked well together. The spinoff, that's why it's causing this conflict between all these people, like, you know, like Vin Diesel, and you got Therese. Like, they're just not vibing. They're not liking this. So I don't know what the future is for the next Fast and Furious, but it looks like Hobbs and Shaw is really going through with it, you know. So we'll see. But they're going to be adding great talent like this Vanessa Kirby. And like I said, I've never really seen thing, but I've seen a picture. She's really pretty, so we'll say she's great talent. And also, this just in, Idris Elba is going to be the villain of this movie. The next, the Hobbs and Shaw. He's going to be the villain of the Hobbs and Shaw franchise. So, of the Hobbs and Shaw franchise. So let's just say the movie, and we'll see how that works out. Idris Elba is a great actor. In fact, people want him to be the next James Bond. So we'll see if maybe this kicks off, and people like the way he did it in here. Maybe they'll bring him back. Maybe they'll kind of slide him into that the spot once Daniel Craig is out of space, you know. So we'll see how that works out. But the movie comes out July 26, 2019, and I'm looking forward to it. Next on the nerd news, we've got the Gundam. Gundam is, if you guys don't watch anime, Gundam is this series where basically people from Earth, whatever, they're colonized, and then there's a colony of people that really haven't been on Earth, in like the space, these like meteors and off planet, and then you've got Earthlings who like pretty much live the high life, and then the people off the Earth rebel because they feel like they're being treated like, you know, lower than regular people, and then they get with Gundams, and then they go down and try and attack the Earth, and then that's where this big war comes out, and then these Gundams are created to fight one another. And it's been going on. This is a series that's been long for like about 40 years or even more. And I've seen a couple of them. I've seen Gundam Wing, Gundam Seed, Gundam 00. Like, just like there's so many Gundams that or like G Gundam. There's so many Gundams that it's so much to choose from as far as story wise. I don't know where they're gonna go from, but they have a lot to choose from, and I'm looking forward to seeing it. Even though people might be tired of, you know, big giant robots, seeing how Pacific Rim didn't do as well as people wanted it to do. Then you've got like these big monsters, and it's not seeming, but Gundam, it could, because their story is different, and I think if they do it right, they could re-energize this whole giant robot kind of genre that's about to resurge, I think. So I'm looking forward to it. Gundam, it's going to be made by Legendary Pictures. They actually tried in 2007. Tobey Maguire tried to get. He's going to be the producer when he was trying to get this going, but it never happened. It never kind of took off. So we'll see if this actually comes off, you know, as well, or maybe it's just a fluke and it's not going to happen. We'll see, but they're talking about it. Last off, we've got the MoviePass. MoviePass, it's been slowly losing its steam, because when it first came out, I was thinking I wanted to get it, because you know what, $10 a month, a free movie every day, and it's unlimited. So one movie a day for every day of the month. That's pretty much what their deal was for $30, for $10. And people thought that this could not be sustained, because if you're paying $15 a movie or something, like for every movie I see, I've only paid 10, so then you're paying 15. So the first ticket I've already paid off my movie pass, and then you keep multiplying it by 30. It's like, you're paying hundreds of bucks a month for my $10 a month that I'm giving you. So how are you sustaining a company? And that's really what happened. So now what they're doing peak pricing. Peak pricing, which is movies during certain times, like the popular ones, at popular times, they're going to give you peak. So they're going to add on an extra $2 to $6, which can jump the tickets. So, like, if anything, you can, if it multiplies, you can add on at least $18 a month if you watch 3 movies. And that isn't good, because at this point, we've got AMC Theater with the A+ thing where they do 3 movies a week. You can see any format of movies. So you can go to dine-in, you can go to 3D, you can go to IMAX, you can go to Prime, any one of those. And each ticket is like, say, $20. So you're telling me I can see 12 movies a month in any format for only $20. And now I'm going to be paying with the $10. On top of that, you've got $18 because it's 3 times 6, and this can be $28. And you can't even, with MoviePass, you can't get the tickets online. You have to still go in there and buy the tickets. So then it's first come, first serve with the seats. So I don't know how you're going to surprise the passes, but I'm sorry, it seems like MoviePass is on its way out. I don't know how they're going to sustain. I don't know why people are going to stay on there paying that extra money, paying these surcharges. If they had it in the beginning and people like already knew about that, one thing, but to try and add it on now when you've got real competition from the actual movie theaters, I don't see this thing lasting any long. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking MoviePass is going to be out soon. And I don't know, maybe I'll be getting that AMC Plus MoviePass type of thing. So that's what I feel with that. If you guys feel the same way, just comment down below. Just let me know how you feel. And that's pretty much it. That's the Nerd Rundown for today. Remember to click on that notification button. Remember to comment down below on any topics that I talked about today, because I like to converse back with anybody that's watching these videos. And remember to subscribe, check out my last daily nerd news, check out my playlist of my daily nerd news. And remember, I'm Risk Grant. You've been watching Suburban Nerd, and you've just been notified. Catch you guys on the next daily news.